Welcome back, NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me to another episode of Music with Nick. We got another request today from Matt. Thank you so much for supporting the channel the way you do. And we're going to do something very different. I've already done 2 Matt requests and they were just amazing, super different from what I usually get, just very out there. Please check out, I'm just gonna name them real quick so we get another little boost for those songs. So we did The Merman, My Black Back, it's gonna be on the channel. We also did the band Tundra, and the song was by oh wait, I got it right here. I think I wrote it down wrong. It's called Binancio by Xantium. Check that out. It's really cool. And now we're going to do, I'm sure this is also going to be in that kind of vein from the band called Sólstafir. Man, that's hard to pronounce. Maybe it's like Norwegian. Sólstafir. We're going to do the song FJARA, like FJARA, FJARA. And this is from the album Svartir Sandar. So yeah, this is definitely Scandinavian, trust me. Yeah, because we do watch a lot of like Norwegian movies, Swedish movies, and stuff like that. And I understand like half of the stuff, because it does have some kind of Scandinavian element like German. So a lot of words are very, and we just love the style of movies. So, okay, let's get into the song. This is from the year 2012. And if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. You know, do whatever you like to do. Give me a thumbs up, down, whatever you'd like. Or you can also request a song like Matt here through Buy Me a Coffee or in the comment section, of course. All right, so let's dive into it. Let's get going. Let's see what this is about, because both songs have been just amazing. I was just blown away by both. Here we go. Just out of the box. Or something. beautiful. But I looked them up. They're from Iceland, but I was pretty close, you know. I have some DNA from Iceland as well. I did my DNA. You know, I got it from Alexia for a birthday gift, and it's definitely all German, but not Germany. It's like Germany, Swedish, Norwegian, Iceland, the whole package, the whole Viking area. And but my dad is Italian from Sicily, so I have that as well. I had Middle Italy, North Italy, and South Italy. So yeah, very interesting. And that was it. I have nothing. Basically America was like no colors. Alexia was very, very interesting. But I mean, maybe we'll share that one other day. This is amazing. But yeah, now I know this is also I've said that twice in the other videos. This is definitely post rock, and boom, it says here style of music post rock. So I wasn't that far off. But also it says here originally a black metal band, they transitioned to a post-metal influence style for the second album, Bitterness. So I don't know, maybe there's going to be some like growling here. I don't know what the album number this is, but this is very, very good music, very interesting. I love the whole vibe. It's very, yeah, I don't know how to explain post-rock, but it's good. Very, very cool. I love it. Very different, just against the rules, against just usual, like that end there where it was basically pretty obvious they were going to go into the specific chord and they didn't. And that's when I was like, because that's what I love about music, when they kind of like do something that's unpredictable. And I even saw a video the other day with Rick Beato, who I freaking adore, the man. He's such a great addition to YouTube and education and music, and it's just so interesting to watch his videos. I mean, I just wish I was as creative as that man. But he just like explained different, because he interviewed Sting, and then he said, well, Sting had like this part where he said, well, you know, if there's, what keeps me listening is like spontaneous change. Otherwise, if I don't hear anything interesting in the first 8 bars, I'm not listening anymore. I mean, I'm not interested. And that happens to me as well. Like, for example, that's why I'm so in love with Rush or Steely Dan or Dream Theater, or like the majority of stuff that we put on the channel, because it's very spontaneous. Like Yes, King Crimson, you know, Genesis, this band. I mean, it doesn't have to be progressive rock, but I mean, just change in general is very satisfying, even in classical music. So if something, that's why I don't listen too much to like hip hop, because it's just the same beat over and over again. The lyrics are great because it's more poetry, but music wise, since I'm a musician, I can't really, you know, get into it too much. Or like newer music that they release nowadays, it's very repetitive. They stay on the same chord or same chords, or they just don't venture out because it's too weird. It's not weird for a musician or somebody who knows a lot about music. They will appreciate this. So yeah, that's what I feel. And I think this band and this whole like quadrilogy that Matt sent me, which was Entre Desiertos, and then also The Merman, Tundra, and this band, were all very, very different and very interesting, very cool. Check them out. I'll post them soon. And yeah, definitely check him out, and, you know, and give him a thumbs up. You know, check out those bands. They're not the biggest bands, but they are definitely worth, you know, listening to. So sometimes the biggest bands are the most boring ones, you know. That's what's unfortunately the truth. So thank you so much, Matt, for all these requests. They were amazing. They were right at the, basically, when I changed the whole concept of metal with Nick to music with Nick, this guy said, okay, now I'm going to show you some music. And I'm super happy that I did it. I opened up the doors to way more interesting stuff. I love metal to death. It's my music that I started with, you know, but I mean, I'm very open to anything, especially when it's like this, when it's very different. You know, I want to learn more music styles, and so I can, sometimes I grab the guitar and I'm just like playing chords that make no sense at all, but then when you put a little bit delay into them and like some effects, and they repeat themselves and they overdub, and then suddenly you're playing music that nobody has ever heard. So that's kind of like where, as a musician, you have to go. You can't just be, you know, and then yeah, it kind of gets boring after a while. You have to experiment. You have to open up your horizons, and that's the music that I think can do that, like Tool or Porcupine Tree. You know, those bands really, like, you're like, whoa, what the hell? Like, you know, what's happening here? So yeah, I do recommend listening to this stuff. You can meditate, you can write, you can read. This music would have been for example, I read this book some time ago, The Kite Runner, maybe you know it. And I was just listening to music by Black Light Syndrome, and it had a very like desert feel. So I was basically, because the book is plays in Kabul, and I wanted to get transported to that, and so I was listening to music of that sort, you know. It's like with Arabian influences and stuff like that. So really cool. So yeah, I mean, I do recommend this music. Check it out. And thank you, Matt, once again. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys.